Right, good morning everyone. It's Tuesday, the 9th of February. So this is a video message that's going to accompany a letter that I'll be sending home today. And what I'd like to do in this message is to update you on our arrangements for after half term in terms of remote learning provision. Before I do that, can I just thank all parents for completing the survey that we did? I think it's about 2 to 3 weeks ago now. That was really valuable. Your feedback was really valuable in terms of informing the decisions that we've made moving forward. So I'm very grateful for your feedback on that from that survey. So, having taken on board the views of parents, staff, and students, we are going to make some changes after half term. The key one is that we are going to ask that students register at the start of each timetabled lesson via Google Meet. Why are we doing that? We're doing that because in the light of feedback and in light of the provision that we've been offering, we think it's the right thing to do now to keep the children in routine, working to their timetable at home throughout the day. So the expectation after half term is that the children, your children, follow their timetable, that they dial in via Google Meet at the start of each lesson, and they'll be registered. What happens after that will be, as I've mentioned this phrase before, will be a blended approach. We are delivering more live teaching and more live tuition, more live support, more live contact. But what will happen after that initial registration will vary. It could be that the lesson then moves on to be a full live lesson, if you like. It could be that the teacher starts off an activity, introduces an activity, and then starts the students off on that activity, and then comes back and meets them towards the end of the lesson using Google Meet. It could be that the child is doing an assessment and therefore will actually dial out and go away and produce that work and then resubmit it. It could be that it is a pre-recorded activity that's provided by the teacher for the students to go away and undertake. It really depends upon what's right for that lesson as part of that program of study in terms of their provision. So the expectation is that each child registers for each lesson at the start and will have live contact for the first 10 minutes. What happens after that will vary dependent upon the needs of the curriculum, the lesson, and the activity that's being set. So after half term, from the first Monday back, we're moving to that. I want to mention also Chromebooks. So we've loaned out a lot, about 150 Chromebooks I think have gone out to families. If you are a family where you have children that are sharing a device, we still have a small number of Chromebooks available. Similarly, if you are a family that still needs a Chromebook because your child perhaps is using a phone to work from rather than a tablet or a laptop or so forth, please will you contact us at the hello@voy.hlt academy address, and we may be able to help. The government have pledged to issue some more Chromebooks. As I say, we have a small number actually here within the school, and we may be able to help. Okay, so we're moving towards live registration for each lesson. The content will vary, but it will be a blended approach. If you need a Chromebook, please contact us. We will continue to track submission of work and the engagement of students. We are talking to teaching staff now about making sure that they don't set too much work for that given lesson, because I think what's happened previously is sometimes that the work has been set and there's an expectation that the child might complete it over 2 to 3 days. We've asked staff to consider what actually they want the students, your students, to do during the course of that lesson, ready for the next lesson. And that, again, that will vary, but I want to say that because obviously the amount we set on a regular basis will be important, and we don't want to, whilst we want to make sure that children are working, we don't want to overburden them so that they're just working too much throughout the day. Okay, the other thing I want to mention is that we have Year 8 options coming up. There will be information shared with parents of Year 8 students. That will come via Mr. Halifax, Vice Principal, but that process will be continuing starting after half term. Okay, so please do contact us if you require any further information. As I say, I'll be sending a letter home today as well as this video. Once again, thank you very much for your support during the course of this half term. Thank you for your feedback. I will get in touch with you again after half term. We're expecting a government announcement on the plans to reopen schools in the first week back. Once we've had time to digest that information, I will contact you again to tell you, to outline what our plans are moving forward. Okay, thank you. Take care, and I will speak to you again after half term. Thanks very much.